Please welcome to the stage, NishaM!
Let's go.
I know I got that. Okay. Okay. So similar to Mackenzie, something I would like to address is it's actually something that I don't like to tell people when I first meet them because it makes me come off like a crazy cat lady. But I own, or not own, they're people too. I have 5 cats. And it's like I'm like very stereotypically a cat lady. Like I've played piano for like 12 years. I'm like bookish, quiet, and I don't like to go outside. But I've had 5 cats. I've had technically more than that. They've like come and gone over the years. But it's definitely something that has gotten out of hand. I don't know why I have so many. They've just kind of come into my home. No, like for real. The first cat that we got was, I think I was 7 and I wanted one for my birthday. And she's like really cute. I think she's like a white tuxedo cat, so she's like black with like a little white chest and green pearl eyes, and we call her Sweet Pea. But the next cat we got was a kitten that my dad's worker's cat had a whole litter of kittens, and so we're like, okay, we'll take one. And then the next cat that we got was a stray. She's come and gone. The next cat that we got, there's 5 of them, so it'll take a while. The next cat that we got, I came home from school one day, and my mom had just picked up 2 cats from the store. Like, she didn't like plan it, but they were like really cute. And then the most recent cat that we got was actually like a kind of small stray cat. And she, was like super skinny. You could see her bones. It was really sad, so we started feeding her. And then like one day we thought like, hey, it'd be really cute if we like opened the door and like made her like more comfortable. So at first like she would like walk in, and then she got scared, and then she like walked out. And then like every once in a while she'd like step in a little further and then like walk back out. And eventually she got like comfortable like hanging out there. And we like thought it was like a cute experiment, but then she wanted to live there. So now we have 5 cats. And I do definitely like get like the vibe from people when I like tell them, they're like, wow, isn't that a lot? Like, don't you feel like you're overdoing it? And I'm like yeah, definitely I do. And I think the cutoff point for me was when we stopped caring what we named them. Like I said with my first cat, her name was Sweet Pea. Then some of the other cats, we'd named them like Dylan, blah, blah, blah. But then we got a little bit lazy, so like that most recent cat that came in, we don't officially want to have her as ours, so we just called her Kitty. Yeah, we kind of just stopped giving them a name, and it's kind of just evolved to that point. Yeah. So every time we have to like go on a family road trip, though, we have to like leave the cats at home and hope they kind of survive on their own. And my family, we go on road trips a lot. We're like a little road tripping family. It's very cute. And so like this winter, we did like a little like California road trip. We went to like San Francisco, like hung out, like stayed in my sister's dorm because she like goes to school up there. And then we like drove up to Napa and John Muir Park. And the plan was to do San Francisco and then go to Napa and then the plan was to go to San Francisco and then go to John Muir and then go to Napa. Can I draw?
Sure.
I just realized that I wanted to draw like a geographic map, but as you'll see in this bit of the skit, the whole point is that I'm like not good at giving directions because I don't know where things are, so I don't necessarily know how to draw California. And we're, I think, like down here.
A little. Like right below it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And like when you go to San Francisco, you go up like that. Yeah. Like that, like right there to the bay. And then I think that Napa is somewhere. John Muir's up here, and then Napa is like way up here. Like roughly. Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
There, good.
It kind of matters.
Higher.
Like let's just pretend it's this. won't break. I'm fragile. Okay.
Watch out.
That's fun. Okay, so basically, now I don't remember what I was going to say. So as we know, we're going on a road trip.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm the youngest in my family. It goes mom and dad, my sister who's like 2 years older than me, and then me, so I'm like the baby in the family. I think out of all my cousins, I'm actually the youngest. And so because of that, I get relegated to the back of the car. If you think about like if we were to, I'm not gonna draw, but if we were to like model a car, like you've got like the driver's seat, which is the most important, and then shotgun, and then I don't know about you guys, but I've always established that the back left is like the least important seat of the car. That's the one that I sit in. But basically, for some reason, I don't even remember why, but I was designated to give directions, which is a really bad idea because I'm actually terrible at giving directions. And so the plan was, after our cute little like escapades in San Francisco, we were going to go up to John Muir Park. And so I like put John Muir Park into Google Maps on my phone, and we were driving up there, and I was giving directions, and it was going fantastic. We were going through like really interesting parts of California that we'd never been to, like those really obscure towns that you never go to. Like we found like one town that had like 4 different factories for like 4 different like industries. So just like an interesting time. And like the whole ride up, my mom was like, "Wow, this is very interesting. I've never seen this on my way to Muir before." And so I think, it was a bit long. It was like a 2-hour drive to John Muir. But I think we went like up like this, and this is John Muir Park. We went up like this, and we had like gone through like all like the weird like Passover like cities in the area, and we got to like this part that was kind of like built, and like if you know like John Muir Park, it's like a huge national park. There should be like lots of trees, and like not like houses and people and like shops and things. So like okay, but I do see some like trees like kind of in the broad background, so maybe it's closer than we think, and then we're just gonna like come up and get to the park. And then it was about like 10 to 15 minutes or so into the drive, and we kind of like parked right here, and there was like this little like patch of green, and it was John Muir Park, but it's actually called John Muir National Monument. And so I had taken us to like this elementary school park in the middle of the so that was a really good time. So yeah, that was the fault of my family for letting me do directions. Because I never know where we're going. Like, I don't have a license, I don't drive, I'm very absent-minded in the car, I don't know where anything is. So we had to, I think, book like a different room, and we kind of like stayed here, and we went into Napa and we explored the area. And then we went to John Muir. It was kind of unfortunate, actually this is not relevant, but I just think it's interesting. PSA, if any of you guys go to John Muir, they instituted a new policy recently where you have to book it in advance. So make sure that if you go to John Muir to like schedule the trip instead of just like showing up. They don't even do that anymore. But yeah, so that story was just about how I'm directionless, and this beach was kind of directionless, so I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Who are your influences?
Okay, so I did well, I thought like I was gonna go political, but not. So I did like Hassan Minaj, who like has the Patriot Act show on Netflix, and I did Weekend Update.
Cool. Audience questions, comments. You got one over here.
I liked how your performance was like imperfect, like it wasn't completely rehearsed, and you were like bear with me. I think it was a little more genuine, and the audience could like connect with you more. I thought it was funny. Good time.
Nice work. I know you came in to talk to me at lunch today about what you were doing, and it still felt like it was coming together, and then you just made it come together up there.
That's cool.
Really nice job.
So I've been like seeing so many cat-related things, like not just here, like with everyone's stuff. But I'm just saying because it brings it out that like I've been seeing a lot of cat things recently. But this one, like what you. This is unique. I don't know, like I'm going crazy.
What are you trying to say?
I have a lot of cats, but I have just lots of common.
No, but I was saying that because I've been seeing a lot of this one that actually stood out a bit more. Like the way you were naming, the way you described.
Because I talk about my cat so much?
No.
back.
I just thought that this because I've been seeing so many cat ladies.
She's trying to cut you off. She's trying to cut you off.
All right, thank you, Owen. Okay, guys, we're recording this.
Wait,
and,
Ben, you had a comment?
Wait, stop. So Ben, you had a comment?
Oh, I just thought it was really good. I kind of like the cadence kind of matched the tone of the whole piece.
You seem like a very